Hello, this is Blue Star, Defender of Equestria, and this is my next blind reaction video. Episode 17 of Season 9. Roar! So what was full of trivia, ponies learning that it's just a game and that friendship is more important than winning, and full of Twilight totally freaking out! The answer is last week's episode! Roar! Yeah, last week's episode was okay. Not great, but it was okay. I mean, it's actually kind of nice to see that Ponyville does have the opportunity to just sit and just have trivia night every week. Kind of reminds me of that quote from Cadence. It's like, we really should get together when the fate of Equestria isn't hanging in the balance. And I'm glad that is apparently happening, so at the same time, though, I do hope things get a little bit more interesting, but I'm sure they will soon enough, because there's not that many episodes left. And I do know that my arch nemesis, the Promo, has returned, so roar, I sense much going during this episode. So anyway, the next episode is nearly upon us. Roar! In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, Krogar, where are those three idiots?
Where you going?
Since you three were unable to retrieve my bewitching bell, we need another source of great magical power to defeat Twilight and her friends.
No. Yes? Careful.
He's gone!
I don't
Okay.
trust him.
None of us.
No, really?
Which is why double-crossing him with his own bell will be so satisfying.
Oh, good.
If we can figure out how to use it.
Okay. I don't know.
Twilight Sparkle may be the worst, but she does know stuff. She once said the archives in Canterlot has a restricted area.
Celestia and Luna love to hoard information for themselves. If there's an answer, it's there.
Bummer.
My triumphant return to Canterlot? I like the sound of that.
Oh my gosh, round trip!
Oh. Bummer. Not good. But, oh well, this looks like somebody asked for it though, so. Oh no. Definitely charged weapons and ammo. Roar.
Big adventure, tons of fun. A beautiful heart, faithful and strong. Sharing kindness, it's an easy feat, and magic makes it all complete. To have fun. Do you know you are my very best friends?
Oh. Oh, darn it. Totally off. I'm totally losing it. Don't. Oh, not. No, I can't lose it now. It's like we're about to go into epic battle. Not now. Probably not. In some ways, for their sake, I hope not, because that probably won't end well for them, I guess. But, well, I think I'm actually glad that we're moving this plot along. Because there's not that many episodes left, and I'm going to imagine that there's other things that they're going to do with these characters before the series ends. So it's like, at the same time, again, it is kind of nice to have them just be like, having some nice normal, almost everyday episodes in Ponyville. It's like, let's have this big trivia competition and everyone's going insane about it. But, little do they know that the arch nemesis are plotting against them. But anyway, we shall see. It's like, my first thought was, the obvious thing for them to do is, we need to go into the library and research stuff. Okay, Chrysalis, just turn to a pony and just walk in, and I'm sure it'll be fine. It's like, disguise yourself as Chrysalis. I mean, no, disguise yourself as yourself. That would be an excellent idea. It's like, no, disguise yourself as Celestia. Or something. It's like, yes. I have a suspicion it won't be that easy, but we will find out. Da-da-da. It's like, are we back yet? I don't know. I haven't seen this one yet. Nope, not yet. Oh, they're just when I thought I've had this channel figured out. But oh well. Anyway, this will be fun. It's like, I kind of like this. It's like, yes, it's like, I am pleased to see this plot moving forward, because it's about time! I liked it in, in Frenemies. It's like, are we going to attack anyone anytime soon? I'm bored. Why am I even here? From Chrysalis. Even the super villains are getting impatient, but anyway, we won't have to wait much longer, because we're back! Definitely bring weapons and ammo. Ah, Canterlot, how nice. Oh, Twilight, what are you doing
Sorry
here?
to interrupt. We know you're busy planning the summer sun celebration as we
Ooh.
requested, but
Okay, but
Things seem calmer
the
than
summer
we
sun
would have expected.
setback.
No complaints here.
With the exception of the odd trivia night, I've made a lot of progress since the royal swanifying ceremony.
Oh,
You
good.
may not know this about me, but I occasionally freak out.
Really?
That was a joke. I wanted to
Oh.
show you at the summer sun celebration how much I've improved.
Oh, good.
So I focused on delegating and trusting others. It's been great.
Oh, good.
That's actually what we came to talk to you about. This may be the last summer sun celebration you'll need to plan.
What?
Did I do something wrong?
What does that mean?
of course not. It's just that the celebration has always been about us. My defeat of Luna.
And thanks to you and your friends, my reunion with my sister.
Now that we're
Yay!
leaving, we don't see a need for the holiday any longer.
Now that
Oh.
you're...
My sister and I have decided the time for us to retire is upon us.
What?
You and your friends have proven you are ready to lead Equestria.
Oh, right now?
So let this be the last summer sun celebration as Equestria leaves behind the old to
No.
embrace the new.
Oh, good. Oh, poor Twilight. No pressure.
My goodness. How are you feeling about all this? Something
How do you
like
think?
this could definitely send you into full freaky outy mode.
Yeah, I would think
I'm
so.
actually fine. But if this is going to be the last summer sun celebration, I want to make sure it's the best celebration ever.
Yo!
Please don't give us more work. Please don't give us more work. Please don't give us
Oh.
more work. So even though everything was done, I thought of a few
Yep.
last-minute changes I could use your help with.
Aw. Darn it.
Oh,
I feel
the
your
end
pain.
of a beloved holiday? Last-minute changes to a celebration? That sounds positively chaotic.
What are you doing here?
I've
do you
known
think?
Celestia and Luna longer than any of you.
Ouch.
I terrorized them. They turned me into stone.
Oh. He cracked
If
up.
this is the last summer sun situation, I simply can't miss it.
Okay.
Well, I see I've arrived just in time for the Twilight gives her friends an impossibly long and overly detailed list predicament.
Yeah.
I guess some Draconiquist isn't the know-it-all he thinks he is.
Oh. Just index cards, that's all?
This is it?
That's all?
What? We were kind of with Discord on this one.
You
No more
want-
crazy lists. No
Okay.
more freaking out.
Go
with
good.
your help, I know we've got this.
Oh, character growth is so boring. Do
Bummer.
I at least get my own note card?
Okay. Here.
There.
But
Now I
what
need
does
to
it
go
say?
rewrite my speech. But if you all look at your cards, you'll see.
Can't talk now. Have so much to get done before sunrise.
Really? Did you even... What? Where did they go?
Why are so many ponies up in the middle of the night?
It's that silly sun holiday.
How many holidays do you ponies have? No matter. Getting into the castle won't be a problem.
Really?
Are you sure about that?
Sure about that. Really? Oh, look! Fans! Oh! Ow. Thank you.
Oh, those are new. But
Yeah.
even so,
Oh! This is the one time I'm not happy to see a royal guard. Hey, open the door. Let me in.
transfer. Have to head inside. Open up.
No. Do I know you? Oh, darn it. Ugh. Yay.
Of course. Do yours get glitchy too? More medallions, more problems. Am I right?
Something's
They've
up with her.
increased security into the castle. This is going to be more challenging than I thought.
Could you not go popping us all over the place, please?
Yeah.
Time is of the essence. Let's go team!
We need to know what we're doing before we go and do it.
Good
Pinky,
point.
You and I are giving Brayburn and the Appalachian pony some adjustments to the menu.
Fluttershy
Okay.
and I are meeting
Oh.
the Pegasi from Cloudsdale to give them changes to the weather.
Okay.
Spike, we're going to update the Flaming Sky Firework Unicorn Troop with Twilight's new vision.
Say
And
what?
I'm supposed to make sure Discord doesn't do anything discordy? Well, that's annoyingly specific.
Oh, I can't work with these instructions.
Increased security on a crowded holiday with Twilight and her friends bumbling around? This is impossible.
Oh no. This is perfect.
Really?
We need a distraction, and those ridiculous ponies just gave it to us.
Okay.
Do exactly as I tell you.
Oh. It's another one of these episodes where it's like 2 episodes for the price of 1. It's like that was kind of cool. Yeah, that was the one time I'm sad to see a royal guard. I'm starting. Oh no, I know I won't say that. But anyway, yeah. So, but yeah, it's like, oh, I like that. Yeah, it's like there's actually quite a lot going on in that because it literally is 2 episodes going on at the same time. It's like you could totally make each one of these storylines its own episode, I would think, but probably might work. But it'll probably work out well doing them both at the same time because yeah, one is like, oh, because yeah, it's like okay, we got to start with the sun celebration. It's like, oh. I can't, with BrodyCon ending like only a couple weeks ago, it's like totally have that feeling of like, it's gonna be the last one. So we gotta make it awesome. Roar! So, yeah, I think that was, it does make sense. It's like, but at the same time, it's kind of also surprising because even though, Celestia and Luna are obviously retiring and they're gonna go off to somewhere, I guess, and that they're not gonna really be front and center anymore, it still doesn't seem to make sense that they're gonna shut down this, this holiday because it is a historical event. It's like banish one of the sisters to the moon and all that, but at the same time it also kind of makes sense that put that in the past and all that. And I'm also glad that they they included the part of this that the Summer Sun celebration is not just about the defeat of Nightmare Moon / Luna. It was also about them coming back together again, which is the part of the story that everybody seems to forget. After everybody focuses on Nightmare Moon, it's like the important part of the story is after everything that's happened, they're back together and they're just sisters again. So, yay! So, yeah, but it's like, wow, I'm kind of surprised. It's like, really? That, I was also thinking, Silver Quill will be happy. Oh, the continuity! Not only did Twilight learn to delegate, that, she's in charge. She's ultimately, in some ways, responsible for these things, but she also has to let other ponies do their jobs, because she can't do everything. She'll go insane. It's not physically possible. But, yes, and Twilight's not freaking out. It's like, yeah, character growth is so tiresome. But, that's sort of almost in a way part of the problem, too. It is actually a problem with story writing, is that, Twilight would have been freaking out in earlier seasons. Now she's handling it. That's totally not interesting. So, goes into the list of why the show is also kind of ending. But, there's a lot of things. And, of course, we have the supervillain sneaking around in a Spec Ops mission. And I'm out of time, and we're back. And my headphones are the wrong way. There we go. Oh, poor every pony. I hope they get some sleep.
Step away from the wagon. Official food tasters here on official food tasting business.
Oh, hey. Supposed to taste the food, not devour it.
Well, it ain't gonna be easy.
No.
But I think we can whip up these new cookies Twilight wants before sunrise.
Oh,
If any pony
poor
can handle some last-minute
guy.
bacon, Brayburn, it's y'all.
Oh, good.
We brought plenty for the celebration. If she keeps testing, we might be in trouble.
Pinky, stop devouring the cupcakes.
But
No.
I see a suspicious looking cookie.
Oh, no! Did anybody notice that
You
there's
okay?
No, I'm not okay.
Feel weak all of a sudden.
Uh-oh.
Is some pony back there?
Yes? Run for your life, Brayburn! Oh, they got Brayburn.
What is it?
Every pony, get away from the food till we figure out what's going on.
Don't eat the food! Run for your lives, everybody! Why are you stealing the pies for?
Princess wants what?
Oh.
Just what's on that little card. No big deal.
No big deal. It's a much more aggressive weather pattern than what was originally ordered.
Oh, dear.
This is very irregular. We'll need to. No.
Oh, poor
first we
guy.
must- Wait.
Breathe.
Breathe out slowly.
Poor
Tell the
guy.
princess we will do our best.
We're
Yes.
sure you're doing an excellent job.
No.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Yeah.
You're not gonna panic and screw it up at all.
Thanks, Rainbow.
I'm not built for high-pressure situations.
Bummer.
Sounds like you
Uh-oh.
need help.
Careful, she's evil.
Who are you?
Some pony who's organized enough to handle the small stuff, so you can focus on the big picture.
The big? Yes! That sounds right!
Wait a minute. Do I know you?
This kind of weather has to be handled delicately. Good thing I'm here. I'll take care of everything.
It's like, really, do you know her? I mean, why are you trusting some pony you just met?
Whoa!
Ooh,
The
pretty.
Flaming Sky Firework Troop is a marvel.
Aw.
We take pride in what we do.
Yay!
These last
That's
minute
cool.
changes aren't too challenging, are they?
We'll see.
The more challenging, the better.
Oh,
we
good.
aim to astound. Now, if you don't mind, we do have a new routine to prepare.
Oh.
Horns at the ready!
Roar! Right attitude! Oh, we remember you.
Very impressive.
Thank you. Unfortunately, we have no room for any pony else at this time. I'm sorry.
who are you?
Crow's hat. And I don't want to join your silly little troop.
Ouch.
Pardon me.
Pardon me? How dare you?
I meant no offense. It
Really?
just seems a pity for unicorns to waste their talents on something so inconsequential.
Ouch. What? How dare you?
Unicorns wield magic. We are the most powerful ponies in the land. Don't you ever feel you're destined for more than
Careful, don't listen to her, she's evil.
performances?
Oh, don't listen to her, she's evil.
All coming together. I really think this is going to be the best summer sun celebration ever.
Oh dear.
You've done an outstanding job.
Oh,
We've
good.
all done an outstanding job.
Yay,
What
it's...
about me? You'll be happy to know that I have been watching myself all night, and I have yet to do one discordy thing.
Now that truly is amazing.
Twilight, we know you had, difficulties using the amulet to raise the sun and moon.
Oh.
We thought perhaps a practice session before the festivities might be in order.
That's a good idea.
Yes, an excellent strategy.
Thank you all so much.
Aw. But now I gotta go practice racing the sun and the moon.
I sure am proud of her.
Yeah, she finally realizes things will turn out fine.
Oh,
Even when
good.
she isn't micromanaging every little detail.
Brayburn?
Rayburn?
What's wrong?
Earth ponies. Sick. Food missing. Can't bake
I can't be
anything.
going down.
Something's wrong with the weather. Storms, hurricanes, fog. You name it.
Under
It's a
attack.
disaster out there.
Rarity, please inform Her Highness that we will not be performing. A simple fireworks show is beneath us.
Oh.
Better than that.
No.
Everything was fine a minute ago.
Oh no. It's a
Apparently, a lot
disaster.
can change in a minute.
Yes. Look out. Ugh, lightning.
Total chaos out there.
Don't look at me.
What are we gonna do?
It's not my fault this time. Do what? Nothing, Twilight.
I forgot these. You guys okay?
Twilight, we're sorry, but
But,
We don't know what to do now that everything's all ready.
yeah,
I
Twilight,
guess
everything's
I was
fine.
too organized. I'll try to come up with a few last-minute errands for you before sunrise.
Oh, good.
Well, that's a relief.
explain to me why we didn't tell her the truth.
Oh, Twilight is finally learning not to let her stress get the better of her. If she finds out everything went wrong, it could be devastating.
Oh, she would be so upset.
True.
She'd totally freak out.
Bummer.
Well, what do y'all suggest?
Let's just fix it all before she notices. No lying necessary.
I guess.
Okay.
We need a miracle.
We have
Not quite.
a miracle, don't we?
We do.
Suppose I could fix everything. But isn't the real miracle here the miracle of teamwork and character growth?
Probably.
Oh, come on!
But where did he
Discord
go?
is right. Twilight needs us. Whatever happened, we can fix this.
Yo. No.
What did happen?
That's a good question. Oh, actually, I know the answer. Poor guy.
Best road trip ever!
That lightning has perfect timing. Oh no! It's like, yeah, it's like, oh, what happened? Oh, I know what happened. It's like the evil nemesises are messing everything up. Oh, that poor guy. He's like, poor guy. I'm almost kind of surprised. It's like, I think all the ponies would probably know what that feels like. It's like, oh no, Tarek is back. Oh no. I think at least they got to keep their cutie marks this time, so I guess maybe he doesn't. It's like, oh, he didn't totally drain them of everything this time. I don't know, but anyway. Oh, there's so much to talk about. There's only 2 minutes. Sorry, 2.5 minutes or so. So yeah, it's like, wow, I kind of like that. It's like, yes, oh, the character growth. It's like a Discord episode, and everything has gone into total chaos, but it's not his fault this time. Yes, even Discord has learned something and grown in this, which of course he has. But yeah, oh, poor ponies. Things were going so well. I know the feeling, unfortunately. It's like, oh, my great plans, everything's going so great. Then you hit a roadblock and everything just falls apart and everything is a disaster. But anyway, I think that I like this episode because, yeah, it's like, I mean, there are some, I was thinking, it's like, oh, I actually like the supervillains in some ways, the way they're operating. I mean, I think Cozy Glow is being a little overt. I think it's like really, you're gonna trust all this stuff to this pony that literally you just met like 5 seconds ago. It's like, sure, I'll handle it. She's just a kid. You just met her 5 seconds ago. Why do you know? I know you want help. And it's like, yeah, it's actually kind of interesting. Each of the, again, Team Nemesis is operating to their strengths. It's like, yeah, as a Cozy Glow is charming her way in. Chrysalis is deceiving the ponies into turning against each other. And Turek is draining everybody of their life energy. But interestingly, it's all in a very deceptive, covert way for the most part. It's like, sure, he's draining their magic. You'd think that somebody, oh my gosh, did you see the energy go into that bush over there? Ah! But or something like that. But yeah, it's like they don't know what's going on. And in some ways, it's actually kind of interesting. Because yeah, every time the super villains operate, it's actually in a bust down the door, I'm here to take over kind of way. It's almost never in a, well, actually, with the exception of I can't remember. It was like I can't remember the name of that episode or the season. The one with Starlight Glimmer and Discord and Trixie. There's never a reason why this series is coming to an end. There's just too many seasons and stuff to remember. It's like, I definitely need to buy the next guidebook. But anyway, we're back. Oh, dear. Oh, poor every pony.
Even if I was an actual doctor, I would have no idea what's wrong.
There's gotta be a reason.
Poor Pinky, poor guys.
Something got him all sick. Maybe the food?
I ate the food too! Does that mean I'm sick? Oh,
no! No! Goodbye, cruel world.
I feel fine.
Yay! Ah! Who are you? What? Huh? Oh, poor guy. Oh, you will be avenged. Dear, oh dear.
I don't know how this happened. I'm gonna be fired for sure.
Oh, poor guy. It'll be okay.
We'll have all the weather rounded up any minute.
Hey, coming!
Or not.
Rainbow Dash is down!
Not here. The archives are in a different part of the castle.
Uh-oh. Huh? Did you hear that?
What about
Something up with
aiming
them.
for perfection?
We've set our sights higher.
Higher than perfection?
Higher than putting on a silly little show for the other ponies.
Aww.
But you were so excited before. What changed?
Yeah. Who are you? Wait a minute. Wait. Clever. I didn't know she could pick locks.
You two just enjoy the festivities. I have a few surprises in store for
You.
Yes, Discord.
Yes,
Oh, well, not me. I'm just here for the chaos.
Here we go.
What is Rainbow Dash doing?
Dashing?
Pinky, is this soup?
Yes.
Really hungry?
Yeah.
Pony understands wanting to take pride in your work more than I do.
Yo.
You could do more with your magic than make frilly dresses. No pony makes frills anymore. This season is actually all about simplicity. Not
Rarity.
Rarity!
Yeah.
Princess! I beg your forgiveness. It's entirely my fault.
Poor
What
guy. The storm.
Just a slight hiccup.
Oh, poor guy. It'll be okay.
Applejack, what is going on?
I told y'all this was a bad idea, but nobody ever listens to me!
Bummer.
That's
True. Whoa. Ow.
I thought everything was fine. What is going on?
Total disaster.
Everything was going fine.
Until it totally wasn't.
Yo.
Tried to fix it ourselves.
Why didn't you tell me?
We didn't want you to freak out.
And you thought not telling me everything was a total disaster would avoid a freak out?
When you say
good
it
point.
like that, it sounds like a really bad plan.
Yeah. Oh well.
Here it comes.
I know how I used to react, but I really have changed.
Oh, good.
Panicking won't solve anything.
Totally. Darn it.
We can handle whatever problems come our way, as long as we handle them together.
Yo.
Spoken like a true leader.
Yay.
How can we help?
I love a good to-do list. So
Oh,
tell me
good.
exactly what happened so we can figure out exactly what to do to fix it.
Excellent strategy. Aww. It's like, it'll be okay. Let's go get those clouds. Yeah. Oh, good. There's no books here. The book was the key. Wah. Wah. Yo. Sort of, I guess. Load the fireworks. Uh-oh, my gosh. It's a total cannon barrage. Pretty. It's beautiful. Pretty.
This celebration has always been a reminder not to fear the night.
Yo.
For there is always a new day to look forward to. But as we look towards Equestria's future, I am sad to say that today will be the last Summer Sun celebration.
Aww.
Because there is something even more important to celebrate. There are two ponies who have watched over us night and day for as long as we can remember.
Yo.
We will no longer commemorate their battle or their reunion. Instead, we will take this day to celebrate how much they mean to all of us.
Aww.
From this day forward, today will be known as the Festival of the Two Sisters.
Yeah. Yay!
Don't know what to say.
Aww.
A brand new holiday? You're not kind of princess.
I'm just glad we pulled it off.
Yo.
About that, we just wanted to say we're real sorry.
You did tell us you'd changed. As your friends, we should have trusted you.
Yo.
Next time you say you're not gonna freak out, we'll believe you.
Yo.
Good, because I'm sure there's gonna be plenty of things I'll need my best friend's help with.
Definitely. Aww. Look out! Ooh. Oh,
You know, it really does seem like you just might be ready for whatever comes next, Your
Oh.
Majesty.
Oh, good.
So, did you find what you're looking for?
Out of
Once
my way.
again, I've found success where you all find failure. I have located what I sought, and tomorrow I will set out to retrieve it. When I return, Equestria will finally be ours for the taking.
Okay.
Oh, stop pouting.
You knew you couldn't stay that buff. You had to return all the life force to those Earth ponies so Grogar doesn't suspect anything.
I don't have to like it.
Well, I don't like that we worked so hard to destroy their party and they still pulled it off.
Drat.
You don't see me complaining.
Our goal wasn't to destroy, it was to distract. And now we have exactly what we need.
And no time to waste. We have to master the bell before Grogar returns.
We've managed to stay one step ahead of every pony so far.
You know, it really was super easy to get all those Earth ponies and Pegasi and unicorns to turn on each other.
It was, wasn't it? Now that is something to think about.
Bummer. Oh, and on that cheery note. And it's always like you two hardworking people working so hard on the show. Roar! Ooh, a lot to think about on this one. Oh my gosh. Wow. Dun dun dun! So that was episode 17, because I don't remember the name of this episode. It involved the Summer Sun celebration, so it's actually kind of interesting. It's like, yeah, one of the first things that happened in season 1 was the Summer Sun celebration, and now we're ending on it in the last season, so I think that was somehow appropriate. There's a lot of things to talk about. You ponies have a lot of holidays. Not as much as Fraggle Rock. They seem to have a holiday for just about everything, so it actually was a thing with the writers. When in doubt, invent a Fraggle holiday. But I really like the idea that Twilight has now turned the Summer Sun celebration from this remembrance of the defeat and the reunion of the two royal sisters, and now has made it directly about the two royal sisters, which honestly does feel appropriate that, you know, they're gonna be retiring. We honor their service to Equestria. I'm getting that last BronyCon vibe kind of feel. This will be the last Summer Sun celebration. It's like, what? Why? Even though BronyCon is over, there's plenty of other cons to go to, and obviously the fandom will live on and all that, and there's gonna be a next generation and all that, so it's not over yet. I mean, yes, it's kind of like they didn't get rid of this celebration. All they did was basically change the name and sort of the point behind it a little bit, but yeah, the Summer Sun celebration is probably still gonna happen the way that it used to and stuff, but we shall see about that, I guess. But still, I do really like that moment. I was also thinking, I wonder if the ponies even know that Twilight's gonna be taking over and that Celestia and Luna are retiring. I wonder if they've even announced that yet. I forget if they did or not. I think they may have. I have a short-term memory, and that was all the way back at the beginning of the season, so this is basically 2 episodes in one, so yeah, there's a lot to talk about, so I guess I'm gonna keep going on about the main 6 and the 2 royal sisters, and then go on to the supervillains. Oh, the character growth! It's like, I like that! That's great! But as even Discord kind of mentions, is that, you know, I know it was meant to be a joke, but it is actually a good point that, you know, character growth is great, but in terms of the long-term success of a series, can be problematic, because now what? It's like Twilight would have normally freaked out during this episode, but she held it together, which wasn't as interesting. But at the same time, they found a way to make this cool. It's like, okay, yes, I'm not gonna freak out because I'm gonna trust my friends and we're gonna get through this together. So, roar! I love that. Celestia was totally right. It's like, you know, that sounds like a true leader. I'm so proud of you, Twilight, and the main 6 and every character, because every character's grown in the show, including Discord. This is one of the few episodes where Discord has been in an episode and basically didn't cause a ton of problems. He was actually behaving himself. So, yay! All these chaotic things are going on, and it totally wasn't his fault. I guess this is in some ways why he's behaving so much. It's like, I don't have to do anything. This place is full of chaos. This is great! I do like the sub point of that, yeah, trying to solve stuff on your own without telling the boss or your friend or whatever is not a good strategy. My own boss is like trying to say, he's like, you know what, you've got problems, just tell us. Don't try to, you know, hide it or fix it by yourself. I do have to say at the same time in my company, it's like sometimes you have no choice but to figure it out and do it yourself, but like trying to like hide the fact that there's all these problems and disasters going on is generally not a good idea, because unless you're able to fix those problems, which often doesn't happen, they're going to be even more mad when they find out that you didn't tell them that all this stuff was going on, because maybe they could have helped, which was exactly what Twilight did. Is like Twilight was able to basically rally them together, help them figure out stuff. I even like how Celestia was like hugging one of those ponies with her wings. It's like, don't worry, it'll be okay. Aw, that was nice. Yay, see, she does care. Oh, I feel so bad for all these ponies. This was definitely a very bad night for a lot of these ponies. Some of them were laying on the floor trying to claw their way to help or something. Some were like just in panic. It's like, please forgive me, don't fire me. And others were plotting. It's like, yeah, we're better than this. Oh, but fortunately the main six and the royal sisters were able to figure all this out. It ended up being an awesome celebration, and yay! I have to talk about the Royal Guard a little bit. I think the Royal Guard ended up being okay. They were not portrayed as being, I would say, incompetent. It's like they did their best. Oh, sure, totally, I'll let you in. No, I'm not. You know, those badges, they don't usually fail this way. I think there's something up with her. I like that, you know, those guards were totally on the ball. I really appreciate that, because, yeah, unfortunately, it is incredibly tiresome. The Royal Guard have constantly been shown as incompetent. I'm glad in this episode, for the most part, they were not. So, yo! The long story short is, I think there's better ways to deal with, oh, we gotta get past the Royal Guard, than showing that they're incompetent, because they're not. I would like to think that they're not anyway. Yes, it's like that one poor guard. I do think that that was a mistake, because that guard's obviously gonna go to the other ponies and say, oh my gosh, Tarek, Chrysalis, and Cozy Glow were here. They drained me of my energy. Ugh. That may have been the one mistake that the evil nemesises have made. So I think this is a perfect segue into the evil nemesises. They kind of come off of this as sort of neutral. On the one hand, they totally failed to mess up this party, but as Crystal says at the end, we're not here to mess up the party. We're using it as a convenient distraction, as well. They're dealing with all of that. We're basically walking around in the restricted section and getting the book that we need. And that's why it's a neutral grade for them. Is like, while they failed at the thing that at their secondary objective, they accomplished their primary objective. So they got what they needed, but they didn't mess up the party enough to mess everything up. So, but I really liked the way that Team Nemesis was operating. It's like they were in the shadows. Nobody knew that these three supervillains that at one point was basically busting down the door were even here at all. The only thing that may have tipped them was that one guard that may have seen them while they were draining him of his energy. Oh. Other than that, this was a totally covert operation, and it was successful in the end, so yo. And it's nice to see the supervillains being able to operate in more than just, oh, we're here to take over the world. They're playing to their strengths, they're using their abilities in ways that are effective, that actually accomplish the goal. Of course, I should be really upset by this, because they stole a book from the restricted section and they shall use it to take over the world. Chrysalis is using her changing powers to blend in with ponies and turn them against one another, and Cozy Glow is, you know, manipulating ponies into trusting her, even though she means to sabotage them. And Tarek is draining the life out of every pony in sight. Ugh. But he's using that ability to just create total chaos and confusion. It's like, what's going on? Fortunately, every pony will be okay. He had to give all that energy back and stuff, because otherwise Grogar would notice. It's like, you look buffer than before. They've learned that, oh, their greatest weapon is to turn the other ponies against one another, and that sadly it's not that hard to do. I was kind of surprised by the unicorns, but at the same time I can feel how they feel. We're just putting on a show. Surely we can do more of our abilities. I think I need to do like a focus on Aftermath video for this episode, because this has definitely run a lot longer than I was intending it to run for. But yeah, this is literally 2 episodes in one. Things finally started to move forward. I mean, honestly, I'm a little disappointed and frustrated that we had like 3 episodes in a row, which were basically almost quote-unquote trivial episodes that really weren't that big of a deal. We know that the supervillains are plotting against us. There's obviously going to be an amazing series finale, and I want to see some of that stuff being moved forward. Twilight is going to be ruler of Equestria. The supervillains are going to try to take over one last time, and it felt for a while that none of those things were really being touched upon. This episode touched upon both at the same time, which was good. But at the same time, it does make it kind of difficult, because cramming this much content into one episode is difficult, and certainly makes my job a lot more harder because I could probably talk for probably 20 minutes on both of these at the same time. The main sixes and Twilight's character progression towards basically being rulers of Equestria, it moved the two Royal Sisters character arc along as well, where they're basically starting to accept and basically saying, you know what, the time for us to leave is now. We see now that you're ready to become ruler of Equestria, so we're ready to step aside now, and the time has come. And I don't think that this means that Luna and Celestia are not still rulers of Equestria. I think that this means that, okay, we're ready now. The time to do this is now. Unlike with most of the season where Twilight is kind of still learning and getting adjusting and sort of in a way preparing to be ruler of Equestria, they're now saying, okay, Twilight, you're ready for this, no more waiting, we're ready, so we're gonna prepare to step down and let you take over, Twilight, because you've proven you can totally handle this. And those kind of moments are always hard and they're always difficult. And with BronyCon, the show coming to an end, you know, there's so many of these, the time is now. As Babylon 5 once said, for everything there is a time, and right now their time is now. And so maybe in a couple episodes we're gonna have like a coronation or something and have a moment where Celestia and Luna officially step down as rulers of Equestria. That's actually a third thing I even really think about that much. In some ways this is kind of bad because yeah, now we've had a lot, you know, the main six are moving forward, the two Royal Sisters are ready to step down. In some ways I'm starting to realize that the overall theme of this particular episode, and I guess overall this season, is we're ready for that one moment where everything is going to change and there's going to be no turning back. The main six, their characters are progressing, they're ready to become rulers of Equestria. Celestia and Luna have decided it's time, we're ready to step down, and now the supervillains are like, we have what we need, the time to like betray Grogar is almost upon us. What this episode really is was a proving ground. This was their first real mission. Frenemies, and for the main six, the rest of the season was pretty much training and like a team building exercise. This was their first real test. And in both cases, they passed with flying colors, which I think is very interesting, and I like that. As I kind of said in another video, it looks like training is over. Now it's time to go on our first mission. It's like, yeah, this is definitely a proving ground where they both get to prove that they're capable. It's actually kind of interesting to think about the juxtaposition between the two. You have this evil team that's trying to undermine all these ponies, and you have this other team that's trying to bring them all together, and harmony wins in the end, so yay! So don't worry, every pony, there is hope! Roar! Remember, good will always triumph over evil! Roar! It's going to be interesting what happens the next episode. Are we going to go back to being a more regular episode of MLP where we're just going to hang around in Ponyville? Or are we going to have like a big royal coronation or something next episode? Are we going to see the supervillains again? Or are we going to, you know, not see them until like the big series finale? This episode has totally given me a lot to think about. I have a feeling I'm definitely going to have to do an afterthought review to this one. I may have to do several afterthought reviews to this episode because there's so much. But anyway, overall, as an episode, I really liked it. I mean, I do have to say, it does make me feel so sad to see the ponies be like, oh, poor guy. It's like, some pony, please help him. Oh, that has to feel terrible. It's like, I could drop dead any second. Yeah, overall, I liked this episode. It had some awesome character stuff going on in it, and some good supervillain stuff. And the Royal Guard kind of came out okay on this episode, so I'm glad about that. And a lot of things have moved forward, which it was about time, but I'm really glad that they started moving things forward, and I'm sure it's going to be an awesome conclusion to an amazing show. And it's too early for that. It is definitely not the time for that yet, because there's still like 8 episodes left, so but still, I'm sure this is moving towards an awesome conclusion to the series. But overall, this episode was pretty good, and I liked it, and it was great, and it was just so touching. It's like, it's just so great seeing characters coming together and growing and evolving, and it's just so beautiful. And it was just so great that this episode was built upon so many different episodes, including episodes in this particular season. And Silver Quill would definitely be happy. Oh, the continuity! So overall, this was a really good episode. I really liked it. I'm probably going to enjoy watching it again. So, yay! Well, I sense much video editing in my future because there was a lot to talk about in this episode. So, I guess I better get to it. But of course, by the time you watch this video, it'll all be done. So, So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, thank you for commenting, liking, and subscribing, and until next time, this is Blue Star. Stay strong, and pony on. Blue Star out.